You can. You can. You can. Hello out there in You Can Man, YouTube land. This is the You Can Man coming at you live again with another presentation as the You Can Man unfolds the next strategy that I have in mind. I'm excited. I'm elated. I'm just happy because I think with I not I don't think I know with America and with the great assets that we have and the great people that we have, the UCAN man is formulating the UCAN idea, and we are going places like we've just never gone before. And so this YouTube video here is just to introduce you to my next strategy that I'm thinking about doing here in my local town, but also to give you an overview of what has happened in the past 5 to 7 years. And I hope that this video, this YouTube video, will help you see that the UCAN man has one goal in mind, that is to give hope. And the UCAN man is full of strategies and ideas, but my main idea is to tell America you can. If you're out there and you're thinking you can't, then this is the video you need to share with your friends and yourself and realize that you can. At the very end, I have a special offer for you that will take about an hour for you to enjoy. It is the 1 hour of hope that I did back in July of 2009. And as that slide says, when we get to it, the proof is in the pudding. This 1 hour of hope was done for you. It's what I call my one-hit wonder. It was done to be a one-hit wonder, so when you hit it one time and you watch the whole hour, you will come away filled with hope, filled with encouragement. But let's go into this presentation right here. Remember, this is just me introducing you all to the You Can Man. I'm going to read the slides on the PowerPoint slide so you can do two things. Follow me along, but also hear my voice and hear the sincerity in my voice. But most of all, if you're out there, you know somebody who maybe can't read, or who may be blind, maybe they don't have means to listen to see me on the screen. They can turn on their radio or turn on their volume and hear my voice talking. I won't leave anybody out, because I believe you can. You can. You can. Now I'm reading. Tell the people you can. Utilize every means, mode, and method known, and discover new ones. Make a difference using the RATS approach. This is what the UCAN man called my TUM strategy. My TUM strategy to help get the UCAN message or UCAN idea out there. I want to go out there and go and do RATS every day. And as you all know, I am a military veteran of 25 years, and I fell in love with the acronyms. So you might see a few acronyms throughout this presentation. If you can grab hold of one acronym, whether it be TUM, whether it be RATS, whether it be whatever acronym you grab hold to, you grab hold of the one. If that one acronym give you hope, if that one acronym give you hope, then the UCAN man has done his job. Today, the UCAN man will R. Remain positive. A. Act locally. T. Think globally. And C and S. See effectively. This is the UCAN man embodiment of UCAN. This is what is in my heart and mind, has been there for the past 7 years. This is what, when you hear and see future podcasts, future hear things about me, know that in my mind, in my actions, in my heart is RATS. I'm going to remain positive today. I'm going to act locally today. I'm going to think globally today. I'm going to see effectively today. And some have asked me, what does see effectively means? See effectively means seeing what do you and I, or we and they have in common, and taking what we have in common and building upon that. For if we have something in common, I believe we can find some ground to build on. means to stay positive, remain positive, act locally, think globally, and see effectively. Now, I want to talk to you now about some things that I've been doing for the past 5, 7 years. And this is not new. That's why I said the proof is in the pudding. And whereas this pudding here has already been made and been used and been utilized, and now I'm sharing it with the global stage. I've acted locally. I've remained positive, and now I see effectively. And now I'm thinking globally right now. As the slide goes, I give hope. And business and ministry, bam. And I believe attitude. I give hope. And I'm focused on the business and ministry side, bam. And I believe attitude. I believe you can attitude is crucial. I believe you can attitude is crucial. And it states here, it's not new. It's just an innovative strategy. I'm not about creation, I'm about innovation. I believe I want to be an innovative, brilliant person, and then create other innovative, brilliant persons out there. I believe you can. Acronym IGH, I give hope. Bam! Business and ministry. I am a business owner, and also I'm an elder in the ministry. Been preaching now for the past almost 20 years. And this motto is based on I believe you can attitude. You have to have a you can attitude. And the you can man view of hope is this. I expect people have enormous capacity for change. I don't care who it is. I expect people have enormous capacity for change. The You Can Man EBC team, which you'll be introduced to in a few minutes, and BAM, Innovative Connection. The EBC team, which is a local team, and BAM, which is Business and Ministry, Innovative Connection. See below. The reason why I am excited, and the reason why this video, YouTube video, has been made today on 9 July, is because on 7 July, Brother Christopher Hart spent 30 minutes in a meeting with me, hearing about the past 7 years of UCAN, and hearing about things that the UCAN man has done, how I have evolved, how my team is going around the country telling people UCAN in all kind of means and modes and new discoveries. And after hearing me share for about 5 to 10 minutes, Brother Christopher Hart spent the next 20 minutes giving me some ideas, some suggestions that I could not wait 5 months or 8 months to put down or to think about. I had to record it now. And Brother Chris Hart, thank you, for you have made an impact not only on the UCAN man life, but to all of the folks out there in UCAN man land, whether it's podcasts, whether it's my blog, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. You have given the UCAN man 7 years later a foundation to synchronize things and to build on things and to help push further the UCAN message of hope. What did Brother Chris Hart share with me? First of all, he told me that I probably need to look at getting 3 pillars for BAM. 3 pillars for BAM. 3 for business and 3 for ministry. And as Brother Chris Hart was talking to me, he stressed to me, John, it's not create 3 pillars for each area. It's be innovative. What have you focused on? What have you zeroed in on the past 5 to 7 years? What do you see people really needing hope in? What are areas that you see people in business that need hope? That you met them and they didn't have hope? Whether it be companies, CEOs, or folks in the business area, in the community area, in the education area, which is the EBC team, which you will hear about later on in this YouTube presentation. What areas? And as we talked and we pulled out of the You Can Man, I noticed that in the area of business, family, financial, and friends, with a focus on having, keeping, and recovering hope. In this area right here, these are the pillars that I've noticed the past 5 to 7 years that people in general have either lost hope or, as I say, misplaced hope. The example that Brother Hart gave me was when he talked to me. I told him about my story about how I was I'm in college now, and I would graduate December 2013 with a bachelor's in sociology and a minor in African American studies. But I finished high school in 1982 with a 2.07 GPA. And for 25 years in the military, I ran from education. I took a college course here and there, made an A and maybe two B's. And then I retired from the Army. I even asked God ministry to help me graduate college April '04. But I graduated from college in 2000. From the Army, I retired in 2007 and had a job for 18 months, driving past the college every day, almost, but would not go. And then finally, it worked out to where I say, in my terms, God threw me in college, answering my prayer. I prayed, of course. And when I got there, I was scared to death. And Christopher Hart let me know what happened. John, you had faith. John, you had love. But John, your hope was built on that 2.07 GPA in high school almost 30 years ago. You let that 2.07 have your hope based on that. You had that 2.07. Your hope was based on that 2.07. Now you stand here 5 years later with a 3.7 GPA, finna graduate magna cum laude, and Dean's List member over and over again. You're who's who, and now you have that hope. But for almost 30 years, your hope was misplaced in the area of education on a 2.07. He shared with me that, John, what I mean by that is your hope in that area was misplaced. And normally it's something negative that happened in our lives, a negative experience. Maybe you was bullied in high school. Maybe you was bullied on the job. And your hope in the new job, your hope in the new area is being hindered. And you don't have it right now. I'm here to tell you that story that Brother Chris Hart shared with me, it strengthened me because it was true. My hope had been misplaced 30 years ago on a 2.07 GPA. And when I started going to school and started doing good and the You Can Man start telling me you can, I received that hope, and now look at me. So I say to you, that's why the You Can Man believe. I expect people have an enormous capacity for change. Why? Because the You Can Man change. That's for the business and bam. We have the ministry. Brother Chris Hart told me what are the 3 pillars, innovative wise, that you've noticed that are crucial for the ministry, that people don't have, that people have lost hope, seem to be not encouraged to go on, try the next thing, and therefore the 3 pillars of hope that I have is faith, hope, and love. If you read the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13:13 says, "There abideth faith, hope, and love." And then I got 3 G's to go with that focus. Faith is given to all. All have a measure of faith. Hope, it's got to be the foundation, glorious foundation. And ministry-wise, when you read Colossians, it says, "Christ, the hope of our glory." And then love is the greatest of them all. The key is for you to really have that hope is these 3 have to be abiding. For me, faith was abiding and love was abiding, but my hope was misplaced. Maybe in ministry, you've been given the task to go and do another job, tackle another adventure, venture in your church, in your life, and you're saying, "Well, I tried this before and I failed." We tried this before as a group or as a church and we failed. And now you can't move forward because your hope is built on that negative happenstance years ago. What I'm saying to you, it's time for us to take that hope off the negative and bring it up to the day and realize you can. And when hope gets in the middle of faith and love, I believe and I expect people have enormous capacity for change. Here we go. I'm reading. Demonstration of BAM Misplaced Hope. 30-minute future focusing mentoring session with Brother Christopher Hart, 7 July 2013. The UK man question: what advice and wisdom do you have for the Valdosta Lowndes County education, business, community? The EBC team I mentioned earlier. Remember, I'm rats. I'm acting locally. So I'm here in Valdosta, Georgia. I'm acting locally. The EBC team here in Valdosta, Georgia, Lowndes County, where I'm living at locally. Education, business, and community team. But the Chris Hart, a Valdosta High School graduate and also Naval Academy graduate, played football, was the star up there. He said, John, for your business part of BAM, 8 things for each area of business and ministry in the BAM. They are different and require/desire elements to have them consider investing in the UCAN man. Number 1, define and develop the UCAN man give up strategy from 2007 to present. Number 2, determine what has been your 3 pillars of hope in the area of business. Number 3, tell your story concerning what you have been focusing on the past 7 years. Number 4, continue modeling your proven strategy for and with the EBC team. Number 5, let the EBC team help you fill in the blanks for your plan. Number 6, grow with the EBC team through innovation. Number 7, the EBC team has strengths and weaknesses that each other can help with. Number 8, always remember the big question you must answer: can my company invest in the UCAN man? Brother Chris Hart said, John, from a business point of view, if a company looks at you, if a business look at you, when they see your body of work as a UCAN man and see the idea of UCAN, can they invest in you? It would go a long ways, John, answering that question if you take these 8 things and do them in the area of business. Then Brother Hart said, in the area of ministry, asked him the same question as you can see. Number 1, define and develop the UCAN man give hope strategy in that area. To determine what has been your 3 pillars of hope in the area of ministry. Number 3, tell your story concerning what you have been focusing on the past 7 years. 4, continue modeling your proven strategy for the EBC team. 5, let the EBC team help you fill in the blanks for your plan. 6, grow with the EBC team through innovation. 7, the EBC team has strengths and weaknesses that each other can help with. And 8, of course, always remember the big question you must answer: can my ministry invest in the UCAN man? He said, John, can that pastor, can that ministry, whether it's locally or globally, look at the UCAN man and see how he give hope, see how the results of him giving hope, see his proven strategy, see his idea of UCAN, and say to themselves as a ministry, can I invest in the UCAN man? Bring them to our location, have them talk to our membership, and give them hope. Is my church, is my group, is my team hopeless? Is there hope misplaced? Then can I bring the UCAN man in and have him share with the 3 pillars of hope and then give them hope, knowing that without hope the people perish, without hope the idea may perish, without hope the group may perish. Can they, John? And John, you got to realize that the UCAN man always expect people have an enormous capacity for change. Then I shared with Brother Christopher Watts. What did I share with Brother Christopher Hart before he gave me that advice? I want to let you all see my second 5 to 7 year strategy that's going to be done locally here in Valdosta, Georgia, with the eye on the future. I mean, with the eye on the global area. Remember, rats, remain positive, act locally, think globally, see effectively. So right now, this is a work in progress process. A work in process. The UK Man UK Man second 5 to 7 year strategy, 2013 to 2020. You can find it on johntheukman.com. That is the UK Man Empowerment Through Encouragement shuttle. That shuttle, it has on my past 5 year journey in college. Matter of fact, Mandy Gossage, my editor, she's me and her now are co-writing a book to be released early next year, capturing my story. And the book gonna basically come from the UK Man website. You know, where I decided to capture my story to help others get a degree, or to give hope to others who might be hopeless in continuing education. This is my next strategy. After living in Valdosta, Lowndes County, Georgia, the past 7 years, the UK Man has found his niche. Team EBC CKW KFC. The UK Man EBC CKW KFC Innovation Blueprint. Capture the many lessons learned from the EBC CKW KFC team in Valdosta, Lowndes County, Georgia area in order to develop areas we have in common, develop an atmosphere of sharing ideas to better the team, develop a culture of teamwork, develop an idea of innovation throughout the team, develop an example of team differences making a difference. It's about team development. The UK Man, Georgia Lowndes County team, consisted of, like I said, the EBC, CKW, KFC. Well, who are they? Let's go on. Next slide. The UK Man, Lowndes County team. The EBC is the education team, business team, and community team. The past 7 years, I've taken every person in Valdosta, Georgia, and while I was thinking about it and looking at it, every person falls into one of these groups, these teams. The UK Man, Lowndes County team, quote, that's the CKW team. Henry Ford said, see, coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. This quote was given to me while I was in the Army, and this quote has been a guiding light for whatever the UK Man tackles as a venture to help people out and give hope. You got to come together. That's just the beginning. You got to keep together. That's just progress. But you got to also work together. That's success. But then you're forward. Then the Valdosta County Lowndes team, common goal. Remember when I said see effectively on rats? The SC effectively. What did this team have in common? What does the EBC team have in common? Our kids, our future, and our children. That's right. I have 5 children. Me and my wife cared 22 years. But I have a lot more kids. And the kids are the ones that are not my children. And the future is where I want all of them to go and be successful, or as many as possible. But I want every kid and every child of mine to have hope. That's why I believe this statement by William Shakespeare is crucial. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great. Some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them. I expect people have an enormous capacity for change. That is the UK Man next 5 to 7 year strategy. Well, you said the proof is in the pudding. Well, the proof being in the pudding, meaning that's my second strategy. My first 5 to 7 year strategy is going on right now. It started from 2009 and it's going to 2014-15. That strategy began when I started college, August 09. What you're seeing now is filled in with the update of my performance in the strategy. However, back in 09, it was just the dates and the goals. So let's go through it right quick. The UK Man 5 to 7 year strategy started August 2009, the month after President Barack Obama race. Click on link to see challenge. Race to the top challenge to America. John and UK Man and family going from red to green. This strategy was done August '09 when I first started college 5 years ago. History: 1978-82 high school, GPA 2.07. Into my junior year and current 3.65. After my senior year, that's now 3.69 and climbing. I'm hoping to be at 3.70 or higher by the time I graduate. 2009, 2010, my goal is to complete development of courses. That's just my beginning range goal. At South Georgia, I completed those. 10 to 11, complete my freshman year. Short range goal, completed that. 4.0 GPA. Passed all parts of the Georgia Regents test. That was reading, English, and had to do an essay. Passed all three of those the first time around. Remember now, my hope was still back there on 2.07. My faith and love was intact, but my hope, I was afraid and I was scared. But now my performance is starting to give me hope as a UCAN man. Because I expect people have an enormous capacity for change. 2012, 2013, complete junior year. My long range avenue. Completed it at Bell State University with a 3.4 GPA that year. This spring, fall semester 2012, made the division dean's list. Even though I made the dean's list, those 2 semesters, ended up making it again my spring of 2013, my senior year, beginning. Destiny Range started January 2008. And the update right now is I've completed the spring semester, made the dean's list. I was a member of the Who's Who at VSU. Who's Who, Valley State University have 13,000 students, around about that number. 106 was earned the award of being Who's Who among college students. And the UCAN man, 2.07 GPA in high school, made that list. A member of the National Society of Leadership, made the dean list again for the 3rd time in a row. It goes on and on and on and on. When hope showed up, look what happened. And of course, 2014 and 15, complete master's degree in social work. That's extra range, extra. My destiny, of course, is to complete my senior year, 2013 and 14. And from when this thing started out, my strategy started out, I'm really ahead of the game because right now, by going to spring, summer, and fall every year, these past 5 years, I now can graduate with a bachelor's degree in sociology and a minor in African American studies in 2013, ahead of the game. But back then, 5 years ago, I was going around to the classrooms sharing this with other students. They had a copy of this thing with just the dates on it and my goals. And I read this to them at the end of each presentation. Start my beginning range goal 17 August at South Georgia College, entry-level program, located on Battle State University campus. I must always keep my destiny range highway in view. The road to Battle State University is paved with personal avenues to travel. The short, mid, long-range avenues have one thing in common. See effectively one thing in common. The start. In order for me to attack my 5 to 7 year strategy, I must travel each avenue with a no repeat performance attitude. I get to study and make sure I have no studying behind. I leave no studying behind. The key is doing the basis of my best every day in class. Answer the questions, have you done your best today? The answer must be, yes, I did. I want to help you because you can. And I share with UCAN man, YouTube fans, I never dropped the class. I never repeated the class. I went to a lot of tutoring during the past 5 years. And if I need to in fall semester, I will go again. Because tutoring, my theory on that is, it's better to have it, use it, and not need it, than to need it and never to have used it. That's a sad commentary when you drop out of college because you didn't go to tutoring. So I spent a lot of time in algebra and Spanish at the Student Success Center being tutored. And now, the UCAN man 5 to 7 year strategy, you see the results of it. That's why I say the proof is in the pudding. And this strategy right here, me completing it, is giving me renewed hope for the next strategy. Now, you can, you can, you can, you can. America, you can.